A very good morning, my dear children. In today's maths class, we are going to continue with the sums of multiplying by 20s, 30s. Last class we saw, right? We are going to continue with that sums. Now this is vertical method of multiplication. So first sum is find the product 13 E sum 45 into 20. We are going to multiply the two numbers 45 into 20. How will you do the multiplication by 20, 30s and 40s? So when you have zeros, what you have to do? Just ignore the zero and remaining numbers you have to multiply. Keep that in mind. Just in this sum 45 into 20, just ignore the zero. We'll write this 0 at the last of the answer. Okay. So 45 into 2. If you multiply 45 into 2, we'll see what answer we are getting. 45 into 2. See, 20 it's a double digit number, right? So 0 it is in ones place and 2 it is in tens place. Just think that. So 2 it is in tens place. So now 45 into 2. So now we are going to multiply 45 into 2. One answer we will get right. And to the right of the answer, what we are going to add one more 0. This 0 we are going to add at the last. First we'll multiply 45 into 2. So 5 2s are 10. So 0, 1 will be carried over. Next 4 2s are 8. 8 plus 1, 9. So now we ignore 1 0, right? How many zeros are in the question? So we have only 1 0. That 0 we are going to write to the right of this answer. So the answer is 900. When you multiply 45 into 2, the answer is 900. So write down 900. Understood, children? So just see this. It's a 2-digit number, or else 45 into 2 is 90, right? Where you have to write this 90? You have to write 90 in this place. You have to start from the tens place. Why we have to start from the tens place? That you will learn in the further classes. The thing is, 2 it is in which place? It is in tens place. So you have to start to write 0 in the tens place and 9 in the hundreds place, and then write that 0 at the last. You learn the multiplication of a double digit number in the multiplication of a 3-digit number, or by 2-digit number you will learn in the further classes. Okay, so no need, just I'm telling you. So it's a 2, it is in tens place. So 45 into 2, 90, right? That answer, where will you write? 0 in the tens place. Don't forget, don't write it here. So 0 in the tens place and 9 in the hundreds place. As 2 is it is in tens place. So you have to start to write from the tens place. So 0, 9. So 45 into 2 is 45 into 2. Answer is 90. So we have ignored 1 0, right? That 0 you write at the last. So answer is 900. Shall we move on to the next sum? Now F sum. We are going to multiply 19 into 40. We are going to multiply 19 into 40. Same way, what you are going to do? So just ignore the 0. Multiply the remaining numbers. So shall we multiply 19 into 4? So now tell me 9. So first step is we are going to multiply 9 into 4. 9 4s are, think and tell me the answer. 9 4s are 36. So 6, I am writing it here, and 3 I am carried. So now we are going to multiply these two numbers. 1 4s are 1 into 4. 1 4s are 4. 4 plus, don't forget to add this carried over part. So 4 plus 3. 4 in the mind, 3 in the finger. After 4, 5, 6, 7. So the answer is 19 into 4 is 76. So this 0 you write at the last. So where you will put that 0? If it is multiplication by 20, 30, something like that, you have to just count how many zeros are in the question. Here we have only 1 0. So that 0 you write at the last of this answer. Right of this answer. So 19 4s are is 76, and this 0 right at the last. So answer is 760. So write down 760. I'll repeat it one more time. Just see, here we are going to multiply 19 into 40. So now count how many zeros? 1 zeros, that we will write at the last of the answer. So now we are going to multiply 19 into 4. So the answer is 9 4s are 36. 6, 3 will be carried over. Then 1 4s are 4. 4 plus 3, 7. And this 0 you write at the end of this answer. Right of this answer. So the answer is 760. 760. Now G sum, we are going to multiply 60 into 10. We are going to multiply 60 into 10. Just here we have how many zeros? So 1 0, 2 0, that we will write at the last. Now the remaining numbers shall be multiplied. So here we have only 2 numbers to multiply, right? So now we are going to multiply 6 and 1. Now tell me, 6 ones are 6. Now how many zeros you have to put to the right of this number? Just count how many zeros you have ignored. How many zeros are in the question? So 1, 2. So you are going to put 2 zeros after this number 6. 1, 2. So when you multiply 60 into 10, the answer is 600. It is easy, right? When 0 comes at the last, it's easy to multiply. So what you are going to do? Just ignore that 0. Remaining numbers you multiply and write that answer. Now count how many zeros are there and write that zeros to the end of this answer. I'll repeat it one more time. So the sum is, we are going to multiply 60 into 10. So just ignore this zeros, 2 zeros. So now we are going to multiply 6 into 1. 6 ones are 6. But don't write this 6 here. That is wrong. So write 6 ones are 6. Now how many zeros are there here? 2 zeros, right? So 1, 2. So the answer is 600, right? 600. When you multiply 60 into 10, the answer is 600. Now, for H sum, we are going to multiply 32 into 30. We are going to multiply 32 into 30. Same way, if 0 comes at the last, what you have to do? Just ignore the 0. Remaining numbers we are going to multiply. So we are going to multiply 32 into 3. Now you multiply and tell me the answer. So what is the first step? So we are going to multiply these two, right? 2 3s are 6. Second step, 3 3s are 9. So how many zeros are there in the question? So here we have only 1 0. That 0 right at the right of this answer. So answer is 960. When you multiply 32 into 30, answer is 960. It's easy to multiply like this, right? So if you have zeros at the last, it's easy to multiply. So first step, just ignore the 0. Remaining numbers you multiply. So 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. Then write this 0 at the last. So answer is 960. Write down 960. Clear, children, till this? Now we'll see one more sum in this model. So now next sum is, we are going to multiply 38 into 20. We are going to multiply the two numbers 38 into 20. So now what is the... So just see how many zeros we have. We have 1 0. Just ignore the 0. Remaining numbers we are going to multiply. 38 into 2. Now 38 into 2. So now 8 2s are 16. 6. 1 will be carried over. Then 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 1, 7. So 3 2s are 6. Don't forget to add the carried over part 1. So 6 plus 1, 7. So first multiply 3 2s are, then add the carried over part. 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 1, 7. So answer is 76. Now how many zeros are in the question now? Only 1 0. So that 0 right to the right of this answer. So the answer is 760. When you multiply 38 into 20, the answer is 760. So I'll repeat it one more time. So here we have only 1 0. Just ignore the 0 and remaining numbers we are going to multiply. 38 into 2. 8 2s are. First we are going to multiply these two. 8 2s are 16. 6. 1 will be carried over. 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 1 7. Now write this 0 at the last. So the answer is 760. When you multiply 38 by 20, answer is 760. So when you have zeros at the last, so what you have, when you have zeros in the question, what you have to do? Just ignore the zeros and remaining numbers you multiply and you'll get one answer, right? So to the right of that answer, put the zeros. Count how many zeros are there in the question. Write that to the right of this answer. Next one, word problems. Today we'll see word problems. So first I'll read out the question. So for doing word problems in multiplication, how to find out whether it is a multiplication or division, addition or subtraction? How will you find out whether that question is whether I have to do addition or subtraction or multiplication? How will you find out this? How will you find out? See, if it is a multiplication sum, they will give the value for 1 and they will be asking for more. Say for example, they'll give the value for 1 chocolate. The cost of 1 chocolate is 5 rupees. Cost of 1 chocolate is 5 rupees. So cost of 1 chocolate is 5 rupees. What is the cost of 2 chocolates? So we know the value for 1 and they are asking for more, right? 2 or 3 also. So now tell me what is the cost of 4 chocolates? So we know the value for 1 and they are asking for more, 4. So how will you? So in that case you have to perform multiplication. Think that in mind. So when they are giving the value for 1 and asking for more, you have to do multiplication. And division next we'll see when how to just see whether it is a division, that we'll see in the further classes. Okay, so how to see that whether it is a multiplication, addition or subtraction, just see the question. If they're giving the value for 1 and asking for more, you have to do multiplication. Okay, now so the first sum is solve this word problem. You can do in the book itself. There are, first I'll read out the question, just listen to the question carefully. There are 10 pencils in a box. There are 10 pencils in a box. How many pencils are there in 6 such boxes? Wait, boxes should come here. In such boxes, B-O-X-E-S, in 6 such boxes. Now, there are 10 pencils in a box. See, here is one pencil box, right? So, in that, we have how many pencils are there in that box? In one box, how many pencils are there? 10 pencils in one box, 10 pencils. Okay. Now, we are going to find out. So, we know in one box, we have 10 pencils, right? One box, we know how many pencils are there. How many pencils are there in 6 such boxes? So now we are going to find out the value in 6 boxes. So we know the value in one, how many pencils are there in one box, right? So we are going to find out how many pencils are there in 6 boxes. So this is multiplication. They are giving the value in how many pencils are there in one box and asking for 6 boxes, right? How many pencils are there in 6 boxes? So you have to do multiplication. Now write down. So there are 10 pencils in a box. So this is one box. In this box, how many pencils are there? Here we have 10 pencils. Now we are going to find out. Totally we have 6 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we have 6 boxes. So how many pencils should be there? How many pencils are there in 6 such boxes? So now first one, pencils in one box. Now how many pencils are there in one box? In one box, how many pencils are there? 10 pencils, right? Just see the question. So now in one in one box, how many pencils are there? Write 10 in the first one. So 1, 0, 10. Pencils in one box is equal to 1, 0. How many pencils are there in one box? In that single box, how many pencils we have? 10, right? So write down 1, 0. Now, number of boxes. How many boxes are there totally? How many boxes? 6 boxes are there. So we are going to find out for 6 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are going to find out for 6 boxes, right? So now number of boxes. How many boxes we have? We have totally 6 boxes. So the second one, write 6. Number of boxes is equal to 6. So third one, total pencils. How will you find out the total pencils? So here we are going to multiply as they have given the value for one box, and we are going to find out the how many pencils are there in 6 boxes. So we are going to do multiplication. So pencils in one box, that is 10. Number of boxes 6. So we are going to multiply 10 into 6. Now multiply 10 into 6. So now you know how to multiply zeros if we have zeros in the question, right? So ignore this 1 0, multiply the other numbers. 1 6 are 6. So how many zeros we have ignored? So how many zeros are there in the question? So 1 0, that you write at the last. So answer is 60. So 10 6 are 60. 10 6 are 60. So how many pencils are there in 6 boxes? So there are, write down, there are 60 pencils in 6 boxes. There are 60 pencils in 6 boxes. So altogether we have how many pencils in 6 boxes? 60 pencils. So we are going to multiply. So one box we have, in one box how many pencils we have? 10. So we are going to calculate for 6 boxes, right? So now, or else you can multiply by 0 into 6, 0, 1 6 are 60. So answer is 60. So there are 60 pencils in 6 boxes. Understood, children? So if they are giving the value for one and asking for more, you have to do multiplication. Now we'll go for the second one. Next one. In a group song competition, 16 students participated from each section of class 2. If there are 5 sections, how many children took part? I'll read out the question one more time. In a group song competition, there was a group song competition. 16 students participated from each section. How many students participated? 16 from here. See, in class 2, they are having more sections. They are having altogether 5 sections. So in each section, 16 students participated. In a group song competition, 16 students participated from each section of class 2. So class 2, they will be having more sections, right? So in each section, 16 students. So each section, 16 students. If there are 5 sections, altogether how many sections? 5 sections. How many children took part? So totally how many children took part? How many children took part? So we know in one class, 16 children, in one section, 16 children participated, right? And we want to know for 5 sections. We know the value for one section, right? And we are going to find out for 5 sections. They are given for one section, asking us to find out for 5 sections. In class 2, they are having how many sections? 5 sections. So we know for one section, and we are going to find out for 5 sections. In that case, we are going to do multiplication. So now, children from one section. How many children from one section? That you write here. 1, 6, 16. So in one section, how many children participated? 16 children. Children from one section. So 1, 6, 16. So how many sections were there altogether in class 2? Number of sections. So how many sections were there in class 2? Just see the question. There are 5 sections, right? So number of sections, 5. So children from one section is 16. Altogether we have 5 sections. Now we are going to find out how many children took part. How many children took part? So we are going to do multiplication. We are going to multiply 16 into 5. We are going to multiply 16 into 5. Now what is the first step? Multiply these two. 6 into 5. 6 5s are 30. 6 5s are 30. 0. 3 will be carried over. Then multiply the digit at the tens place by this 5. 1 5s are 5. Then add this carried over part. 3. 5 plus 3 after 5. 6. 7. 8. So 80. So total children 80. So 80 children took part in the competition. How many children took part in the competition? 80 children. So total children you have to write 80. So just multiply 16 into 5. So the answer is total children is 80. 80 children took part in the competition. So how will you find out whether it is a multiplication sum? So if they are giving value for 1, asking for more, you have to perform multiplication. So here they are given children from one section, how many children participated in one section, and we are going to find out how many children participated in altogether 5 sections they had, right? In class 2 they had 5 sections. So total children, you are going to multiply 16 into 5. So the answer is how many children participated? 80 children. 80 children took part in the competition. Now we'll go for the next one. A group of 20 friends visit a fair. Each buys ticket for 8 stalls. How many tickets do they all buy? How many tickets do they all buy? Now I'll repeat. A group of 20 friends visit a fair. Have you all went to a fair? Trade fair? Just see 20. This is, they all went to a fair. So how many friends went? Totally 20 friends. So 20 friends went to the fair. Each buys tickets for 8 stalls. So each one separately they are buying. How many tickets each one is buying? 8 stalls. For each there will be more stalls, right? So each friend is buying tickets for 8 stalls. So how many friends first they are going? 20 friends are going for the trade fair, right? Fair. So 20 friends, number of friends are 20, and each buys tickets for 8 stalls. So each friend is buying 8 tickets for 8 stalls. How many tickets do they all buy? So altogether how many tickets they all bought? That we are going to find out. So we know each friend each friend buys 8 ticket for 8 stalls, right? So now we are going to find out the total tickets. So we know the value for 1, and we are going to find the for 20 friends. So we know one friend is buying tickets for 8 stalls, and we are going to find out for 20 friends how much the total tickets we are going to find out. So we are going to do multiplication. So first one is number of friends. Total number of friends. How many friends went to the fair? 20. Write down 20. Number of friends 20. 20. Now number of tickets each friend buys. Number of tickets each friend buys. So how many tickets each friend is buying? 8. So each one is buying 8 tickets, right? For 8 stalls. So each they bought 8 tickets. So number of friends is 20, and number of tickets each friend buys. So each friend is buying 8 tickets. Total tickets bought. So now we are going to find out total tickets bought. So now we are going to do multiplication. 20 into 8. So same way, 0 into 8, 0, 2 8s are 16. We are going to multiply 20 into 8. If we have 0 at the last, that way also we can do. So just ignore the 0. Remaining numbers you multiply. 2 8s are 16. Then we have 1 0, right? So in the question, that 0 right to the right of this answer. So answer is 20. When you multiply 20 by 8, the answer is 160. So we know the one friend is buying 8 tickets, right? For 8 stalls. So we are going to find out total number of tickets. So we have altogether there are 20 friends, right? So 20 into 8. So the answer is 160. So they bought 160 tickets in all. They bought 160 tickets in all. So that's all for today's class. Now next class, multiplication is over. Next class we'll revise this multiplication one more time. See you in the next class, children. Thank you.